Stop leaving money on the table. If you watch my previous video, let me show you guys. This is the exact video here where I talked about buy, hold, and sell. So I talked about the three companies, that is the three cement companies in the Nigerian stock exchange. And currently, this video had 1.3k view. And I want to believe that because of this video, somebody took a step of faith, let me use that word, and actually followed my recommendation. And if you don't, you need to understand how this thing works so that you'll be able to make some cool money. So I came here and I told you guys that these are companies that are doing well. Look at the market shares and we look at the revenue that Dangote is actually pulling weight in terms of revenue. That Dangote is pulling weight, followed by BUACEMENT. But so far, we've seen that WAPCO has actually had a beautiful rally lately and have been able to make money for shareholders. Now, if we look at the earnings per share, you realize that Dangote is actually far more than these guys. But guess what? If we want to look at it, let's compare BUACEMENT with Dangote Cement. We'll be dividing this EPS by 5 because if you look at the price of BUACEMENT as at the time I did this video, you understand that we can actually go for BUA instead of Dangote Cement. And I told you guys that WAPCO is already high. And if you are close to me, you realize that I don't recommend stocks that are actually high because not all investors can withstand a drawback and not all investors can withstand a pullback. So as at the time I did this video, BUACEMENT was actually 129 and WAPCO was 116. So if you look very well, WAPCO actually approached. Let's look at WAPCO quickly so that you understand what I'm doing. Okay, this is BUA. Let's look at WAPCO. So this is Lafarge, this is WAPCO. So WAPCO is actually 149. And of course, WAPCO has done 151, yeah, before pulling back to 149. So if you actually watch this video and just pick any one of these, by now you should be sitting in profit. And if you watch this video and you didn't take any action, I wonder what I need to do to prompt you to take action, because this was WAPCO when I did it 116. So let's even say you say, let me follow this guy sheepishly, and you bought WAPCO. By now you should be approaching 50% return. Let's quickly jump to BUA. We talked about it when BUA was 129. Let's even say 130. Let's come to this part and let's pick BUA. So let's come here and say BUA. That's BUACEMENT. Okay. So now this is BUACEMENT. So 129. That was when I encourage you guys to buy. So let's come here and let's pick our ruler and let's mark 130. So this is one. Let's bring it down a bit. Okay, this is 129.8. So let's take it. And that's like 41% because yes, BUACEMENT is coming to do a all-time high. You can't stop it. That's what is going to happen. So it's coming to do it. So that will give you roughly 50%. And if you wait till the breakout, of course, I'm looking at BUACEMENT hitting 200. That is my target for BUACEMENT, 200 naira. So imagine you were able to take that step of faith and you bought at that 130, and you'll be coming here to actually make, let's say, 50% gain, and that will be nice for you. So let's come here and look at BUA Dangote Cement. You know, I told you guys that don't buy. I said don't buy Dangote Cement. That's what I said. No, I said you should not buy Lafarge. Yes, I said you should not buy Lafarge. That Lafarge is. Let's quickly look at Lafarge so that you understand what I'm saying. That's WAPCO. So I said you should not buy WAPCO. That WAPCO is too high. This is what I said. And if we quickly check, you see that WAPCO has actually done some good numbers lately. Look at how it started shooting. In my community, we bought WAPCO when WAPCO was actually 36. That's when we bought WAPCO. And we were able to make some good gains. You see, it has actually crossed past all-time high. And this all-time high actually happened 2014. So it actually crossed the all-time high of 2014 to print these new numbers that were saying 149. So this is why I always advise, understand what you are doing. Most people bought here, enjoyed it to this part, and they did not know when the party ended. You understand? You need to know when party is over. You need to know. So when party is over, you just have to check out, and you can see the deep fall. after then and how the price continued to go down. And now we're having another rally again and it's still shooting. Do you know when the party will be over? That is what you need to study. It's not only you buy stock and the stock will go up and you print. How much you're able to take out of the market? Most people that are printing money, are you sure you're going to take it out and you will not be trapped and become a storyteller? So you need to understand what you are doing. So let's quickly look at Dangote Cement, because when I did this video, I told you guys that you should not buy WAPCO because WAPCO is already doing all-time high. That you should pick inside BUA and Dangote Cement. And I said because they still have a long room to go. But I just gave you a caveat when I did that video. I said, for me personally, I'll go for BUA. You understand? I said I'll go for BUACEMENT. But if you are just here and you want to go for Dangote Cement, because why I went for BUA was because BUA is kind of low and is a bit liquid compared to Dangote Cement. Sometimes we have Dangote Cement is always on full offer, even though the price is struggle to move. And investor sentiment also, because investor will not see a share that is selling for 100 and something and they want to go for the one that is selling for 577. But that will not stop the price, rather that is going to shoot to all-time high. You understand? It may be slow, but it will get there gradually. So if you are coming in here around this part, and all-time high, we'll be looking at 50% also. So, but mind you, there might be a pullback along the way. So whenever you are buying a stock, always plan. You know why you expect the best? Always plan for the worst, so that you will not be caught unaware and you want to look for someone to point finger at. You understand? So because the right place to buy most of these stocks is around this area. And if you miss this area, you just know that your risk level has increased. Around here, your risk level might be just 10%, but coming to this place is like 50%. But you've seen what is happening. And if you can go in here and you have patience, you are going to reap this. So the question is, after 50%, will you be able to go out, or you want to wait and see if you make 100%? So that is what I want to share with you. And quickly, this is the video I did where I talk about most of these shares here. This is the video I did. So let me just play it and you can see the price, all these stocks. We're enjoying some good run. And don't forget, that was how we saw the banking. They were going up for like 3 days and you can see it here. Very soon, everybody started taking profit and the price started to pull back. So, and for like 3 days now, even though BUA has been shooting, Dangote Cement, actually, you can see it closed -1. So at WAPCO, before we call it a day, because I don't want this video to be too long so that you can actually focus on anything you are doing today. So you can see WAPCO has been ranging. So this is the price of WAPCO higher highs. When I did that video, I don't want to touch this kind of stocks. But guess what? This is when people want to go and buy FOMO, because once the market open like this, everybody wants to get it. You now start buying red and selling green. So this is the actual one. I think it's still at a good entry point, and we're also expecting a good price because they've shown us some good movement. So let me not waste your time. You can come here and watch this video. This is the video here. What's making the Nigerian cement industry a good mine? So this is the video here. You can come and watch so that you can understand where I'm coming from and understand my point. So that is what you want to do, and that is how you want to make money. I told you guys that the easiest thing to make in this life is money if you have the knowledge. And that is why I've started drafting the videos I'm going to post on my course, which is the Stock Fortunado. Guys, you are going to print fortune. I'll show you how easy it is to make money in the market, and you'll be wondering why many people are doing it wrong. You wondered why they are doing it wrong. And that is why I said, let me bring this to your notice, just in case a lot of you are still sleeping on this. Mind you, we actually entered BUACEMENT very, very low, and also Dangote Cement very, very low. You understand? So it was a low price that we went in. So it was around 80, around 78, around 75. That was when I was recommending BUACEMENT. So imagine those who bought at that price. Imagine what they were going to be making. And I also recommended BUACEMENT when it got to 94. I recommended when it got to 94, 95. And those who bought around that price are already up 50%. Guys, I also recommended BUACEMENT when it got to 130. Those who bought at 130, imagine what they're going to be doing, guys. Those who bought at 130, they are already up. So let's quickly look at the percentage of those who bought at 130. So this is the 130. I know we've done it before. So this is it. You see, this is it. So they also are about to print 50%. So guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that I get notified when my post enriching videos like this. So guys, until I come your way again, keep making money and keep protecting your profit. I love you, all my friends, and there is nothing you can do about it. Hands to earth salute. See you in the next one.